Hello and welcome to the next lesson. This hopefully is going to be quicker than the rest because all we need to do now is export it out to Unreal and set up the correct material. So one thing I want to do though is have a look at our visualization node, and you can see the green one, slope mask 02, is quite sharp and it doesn't cover a lot of areas. So maybe just for slope mask 2, we're going to do a mask height field mask expand. So what it does do, it really expands the mask, like the name suggests, I suppose. But obviously it's way too aggressive, so if we just go with 1 or maybe 2. So default is this, and maybe one I think is okay. Yeah, 1 is already probably too much. Connect it to the blur node and blur it slightly, maybe 2. And let's have a look how it looks like inside the visualization node. And it's a little bit more areas now are covered with this green mask, and they're a bit smoother, which is what I wanted to do. So let's have a look how it looks like without the adjustments. So if you select both nodes and click on the yellow arrow here, it's going to skip those two nodes. And as you can see, it's expanding the mask quite nicely. Sure that I can see that the purple mask is being erased by this. I'm not sure if I like it too much. But at the same time, I do kind of enjoy some of the, like I like some of the bits that it does, but the other bits maybe not so much. But let's keep it, see how it looks like inside Unreal, because that's what matters really. It doesn't matter how it looks like here. Okay, so that's all done. Let's drop a height field output node, and this is going to be our height map. So let's create a file name and let's output it inside Houdini folder. Create a new folder, pull it out, and we're going to call it T landscape 008 height map. Accept. We're going to have packed raster, that's fine, with GBI, and change the type to 16-bit fixed. Remember I told you with Gaia as well, that's quite important, otherwise it's not going to work correctly. And the resolution, we can't exactly use the resolution that we have right now. So typically Gaia and Houdini, they both work in the same principle. You have like 2K, 4K maps, so typical 1024 or 2048 resolution. But Unreal doesn't think that way for some reason. But if you open Unreal landscape page, technical guide, it's going to tell you the correct resolution that you can export your maps as. So for example, landscape to 2017 is fine. I use 2017 for most of my projects. It works nicely, and it's quite a huge area to cover as well. So let's go with that, 217 by 217, and see how it looks like. So resolution is going to be 217 by 2017. And flip output we don't need, but we might have a look at our remap values. Output layers. We don't want layers here. We want to output them separately. Actually, wait, output is layers. Yeah, we need to output height. My apologies. So we're outputting just height here. And we're going to do auto remap. And by default, it's going to remap from 0 to 1. Actually, we also need instead of RGBA, we need a single channel. So now it only has one channel output. Its height, auto remap from 0 to 1. I think from 0 to 1 is going to be too big, honestly. I think the elevation is going to be way too steep for Unreal to think through. So I think we should do like 0.5 maybe. So it's just going to clamp the values just a little bit. You can, of course, try without it and see how it looks. Maybe your landscape is going to remap values. But in my experience, lowering the maximum amount of remap helps quite a bit. This is going to be height field output. And it's all set up correctly. Let's duplicate it. And in single channel, we're going to do AO mask now. And this doesn't need a remap. It can be from 0 to 1. That's fine. Or even just no remapping at all. See how it looks like. And the resolution is exactly the same, single channel, but the only thing we need to change is from 16-bit fixed. That's for all the masks 8-bit, for height map is 16-bit. And this is going to be our, we also need to change the name accordingly. It's going to be AO mask. Cool. This should be already working. Let's just quickly output those two and see how it looks like if I didn't mess it up. So save to disk, both of them. It's because I didn't put any. You need to specify the file format. In this case, we're going to do it PNGs. And now, as you can see, it's working nicely and doesn't give us any errors. And that's exactly why I like to output stuff before I actually, continue working on it. So if you go to our content source where we output our files, this is our landscape mask, looking nice. And this is our height map, looking also nice. So it's working. And this is what you're going to be importing inside Unreal. So let's just, we don't need both of them. We need to duplicate this guy. Luckily, you only need to set it up once. If you ever do another terrain or landscape, you can just copy paste this, literally the whole file, and it's going to work straight away. So slope mask 00A, add field output, slope mask 00A. Keeps messing with the name because we already have a name like this before. Okay, so we need to change the name here, slope mask 00A. And the source is going to be slope mask, of course. Duplicate this guy. Change the name to 01A. Source to 01A as well. This is going to be 02A, respectively. So source 02A, and then slope mask 02A here. And finally, another one. This is going to be just where. Cool. And the source obviously is going to be where. So I hope we didn't forget anything. We have 3 slope masks. We have ambient occlusion. And we have our main height map. And now if I just select all the nodes at the same time and click on save to disk, we just wait a little bit and it's going to export all our maps for us. It's going to chew through all the files. Okay, it looks like it's done. Let's have a look at our outputs. So we already exported AO mask. That looks nice. Height looks nice. Then slope 1, 2, and 3. This looks a bit odd, like to me, because we expanded it. It kind of like got pixelated and weird. But it might work inside Unreal. Let's check it, and if it's not working, we can always go back and then export it at original, original values. And finally, we have where, and it's all looking nice and dandy. That we're going to be using inside Unreal, which is what we're going to have a look at next. So let's go to Unreal.